Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the stream today. We are getting ready to get started. Thank you very much for checking in. We really appreciate that. We're just waiting. Honestly, we're just waiting a couple minutes to get the stream started. We've got a break that should be starting, an ad break starting in a few seconds, and we are going to snooze that because I honestly just don't want to wait anymore. Jumping right over into things here. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stream. We are streaming just a little bit of Master Duel today. Haven't gotten in a Master Duel stream in quite a while, so thought it would be a good idea to do that. I might end up playing a little bit today. Master Duel. But I'll probably try to run a live duel or two, just to start things out. Start out slow. Wake up. I just woke up. And then we'll probably do a few actual games ourselves, just to really get back into things a little bit. I really do enjoy Yu-Gi-Oh! I just keep dropping that grind. Last time we were playing, we were actually dueling here, climbing our way up the ranks using strategize. Unfortunately, a new season has begun. All right, so let's get ready to get into this. I'll be right back with you.
give me 1 second. I need you to. All right, I'm back. How are you, man? Good, huh? Doing pretty good, man. I do a little streaming, double check capture card, all that, checking volume and all that, doing testing. Now, since I've been playing a little bit, I've actually unlocked 2 weapons to max camo nebula so far, and I'm on my 3rd weapon now. Wasn't meaning to upgrade camos, but at the same time, I mean, all you gotta do is this one thing that I've been doing over and over and over, killing that dude 10 times, and you get the last camo nebula. So, why not? Right. Just let Moose out. Told everybody on chat I was gonna take a little break here to go use the bathroom and stuff. I think it's just me anyway, so hey. Yeah, just had a little fun. Got up a little early today, decided why not. Matt said something. I don't know if he's hit you up yet today or not. Matt said something about maybe doing a movie night. He's gonna hit you up, hit me up, hit a couple others up. Yeah, it's the same thing I decided since I was like, I'm gonna be going over there, chilling, watch a movie, probably hanging out with y'all and all this day. I was like, well, try to get in a couple hours through the day.
All right, you guys, that was crazy. That last game was wild. Dude with the Baron de Floor finishing hard with Speed Droid like that. That was crazy. Now in this set, we're seeing a lot of Speed Droid, a lot of hand traps, a lot of collared by, a lot of Ash Blossom. It does look like Lightning Storm, things like Heavy Storm, Dark Hole, things like that are really, really prominent in this format, or in this, at least this set. It's really interesting to see all the back and forth, but it is, from what I'm seeing, a lot of these games definitely seem really, really like one-sided for the most part. The opponent might get off a few good cheap shots here or there, but it's looking like people are comboing off until they don't really have any cards in their hand left. And that's a major problem with the way that some people are playing this. I think they're not really leaving a whole lot in their hand. They're running off all of their plays. Basically, you know, they're basically going full force, putting all their eggs in one basket for the most part, and then maybe saving like, you know, one hand trap at most, when ideally it definitely seems like you want a couple hand traps, maybe at least one hand trap in hand and a couple effects on field for you know, for interruption, for negation, something like that. The synchro cards, obviously the Crystal Clear Wings, they're really good at this kind of thing. The Baron de Floor is really, really nice. Aurora Dawn is still legal in Master Duel, so you're not going to catch me playing against that anytime soon. That's just such a broken card. It's banned in TCG for a really, really good reason. And we've got all these Stardust Dragons. I am really, really happy to see people making use of all the dragons, all the Synchro Dragons. That's super, super cool. I don't usually see as many of those as I have in the same deck. And there's the Baron de Floor, of course. Go ahead and get rid of Baron de Floor. Let's just make this game match TCG, everyone. Match the TCG. Match the TCG. If they did that, then they would make everyone overseas mad. Of course, so they can't do that. Look at this. He just, what is this, turn 2? Turn 3? Turn 2. It's turn 2. Gotta beat him with a Baron and 2 Synchro Dragons. That's crazy. A level 43 duelist. A level 37 duelist. Wow. Oh, you know.
Yeah, man,
The Ash Blossom.
Pretty good, dude. I think that's pretty nuts, dude. That's why I like Magic more than I do Yu-Gi-Oh right now. Because turn 2 with a Baron de Floor and 2 Synchros, and I'm just over here sitting like, wow, do we even get to play a fucking game?
Yeah.
Would you rather just do a
Yeah, you guys, that was really, really weird. I don't know what happened right there. I was just watching the game, and all of a sudden, everything paused and like just started hanging there. It wasn't doing anything. Definitely a weird bug for sure. But sorry we didn't get to watch all of that game. That was a really good game too. I mean, they were getting deep into the turns there. There was a lot of back and forth. That was really not a one-sided duel there. Like, one single card could easily change the course of that, and it looked like that game was going to go. That was going to be a turn 10, turn 15 game there with how they were grinding. Both of them were setting up really, really good interruptions. They both had good protections. You know, they were both having to combo off like crazy just to gain a little bit of an advantage over their opponent. They're trying to set up for the next turn there. That's definitely really, really cool. Now, I think our next duel will probably jump off of the synchro style deck and jump over to the other one. We've really been trying to get in some of these live duel events with some of the new, you know, with some of the new featured decks. But they were preparing those Dulelive. They were preparing those replays for a very long time. I think they just needed to. They needed people to play for long enough with those so they could get some Dulelive replays. I think that's the way that works. When they release new sets, it takes a little while for them to actually get some footage together. But I don't know what's going to happen here. Guy's got an imperm. He's probably going to pop that. He's probably going to pop. I would. Yeah. Oh, it was negated anyway. Okay, Barone. Way to go, Barone de Fleur. And he's got elemental stuff. This is a Neo. This guy's running heroes over here. It's heroes versus Speedroid right now. That's going to be a good game. That was a good time for that imperm too. Let's just keep watching. right, ladies and gentlemen, I know that you are all just dying. You are all just dying. Absolutely dying to watch Water Enchantress Bestial. Yeah, adventure, bestial, adventure, whatever else is in here. I have no idea what's in here, but I just saw an Ash pop out, an adventure token, a freaking fateful adventure. He's got a Rite of Aramasir, a bestial, wandering griffin rider. I don't want to watch this crap, dude. I hate this deck so much as it is. You guys, let's play some Yu-Gi-Oh. Absolutely can't stand the adventure engine. Just a personal thing of mine. It just does too much. And then you stack it or pair it with something else that already does too much, and you just got a deck that just combos infinitely. So much protection. This thing, oh, you got rid of that? No, I'll get rid of my Draco back. Oh, what's that? Oh, I got another Wonder Griffin Rider on board. I'm going to set another Draco back, so I hope you don't try to do anything. Adventure, man. That was definitely one of my lowest points whenever I was playing locals all the time and playing at a lot of the different like local events that we were having. I would just see Wandering Griffin Rider. What was it that Griffin was playing? Adventure. What was it? Sprite Adventurer, I think. Adventure Sprite was real big for a long time there. Adventure does make some decks playable that would otherwise not really be playable. So that's really a good thing. I guess I just don't love the way that Adventure plays. Sky Striker is also kind of a thing. What is prohibited in my Trap Tricks deck? What did they do? They got rid of Abyss Dweller. Well, I didn't use Abyss Dweller anyway. So, yeah, take that. You know what I'll do instead? I'll add, I'm going to add a Typhon. I don't think that's right. I think I need to do a capital TY. I wonder if Super would do it. I don't see Starslayer Typhon in here. That's because I don't have one. Well, let's generate one of those. Yay! Now we have a Typhon. And I can add it in. +1. Alright, what else should I put in here? I've got 2 Rafflesias, I've got 2 Sarahs, I've got 1 Kalaria, which I only use 1 Kalaria, 1 Alamaris, 2 Ping. Sometimes I get into trouble when I don't have another Sarah. I guess I'll just add in another Sarah. Just to be safe. I mean, I didn't really add in any kind of like major utility there or anything. I just kind of filled my extra deck, extra 2 spots with stuff there. All right, let's do this. Gonna jump in. We're gonna get a couple games. Hello, what's up? The Real Wiz TCG. I do play TCG. What's up, Ernest? How are you? I hope you're doing well. Yeah, the best deck in the game. Right. I will be trying to go first. I will absolutely be trying to go first here. Well, you know, I'm playing a trap deck, so gotta maintain control. I do play so much TCG though. TCG is really like mainly where I play. I've always played Yu-Gi-Oh since I was a kid, since it came out. And we started with a handful of traps, and none of the good ones. I mean, they're okay, but oh man, this is really bad, y'all. Holy smokes. I think we're starting off really rough, guys. Oh no, I just know he's gonna have a Harpy's Feather Duster, Unchained Fiendsmith, and Dragon Ruler Tempai. Okay, alright, yep. That was pretty formidable decks there. Yeah, y'all, it could be rough, but I do have some interruption. So I just have no engine. Zero engine. Um, the Unchained Fiendsmith. Fiendsmith is I've had to come to terms with the fact that Fiendsmith is not going anywhere, and I've just learned to love it. It's one of those things. I've never really played too much Fiendsmith. I did play a little bit though, so there's that. I'm not running Ice Dragon's Prison in this deck. That's a really good idea. I've never considered that. Ice Dragon's Prison. I could run multiple. It doesn't need the Fiendsmith, right? Yeah, I've played against Ice Dragon. It's is it Trishula? Right. It's incredibly expensive. You know, honestly, like I'm all for Yu-Gi-Oh. Of course, I've got a very special place in my heart dedicated to it's just for Yu-Gi-Oh. But I switched over and took a short break from Yu-Gi-Oh. Whenever a lot of the Rizio and the Malice stuff started getting really crazy. I sold off my Malice core, my Rizio core. I bought a big deck box with it. But since I continued to play what I was playing, and it was still a whole lot of fun. But I was thinking, you know, the Molchammy stuff dropped instead of them just bringing back Maxi, they released something much worse, and then not just one but three of them. So those were. That was kind of that bothered me a little bit. That's all. And I was seeing it almost every single game. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna take a short break there. I'm gonna go into play a little bit of Magic. Started playing some Magic, and now I just play them both. So it's a win-win. Oh yeah, for sure. I actually still play Fire Kings. They, I think they put Bonfire to like 1 in the TCG. Poplar is gonna activate. We're so late in their combo, and I wasn't able to do anything this whole time. This is not in the graveyard. It's not my turn. And this isn't going to do anything either. So, and what is triggering here? What am I responding to? Poplar? It's Poplar from the grave too, right? Yeah, it's Poplar from the grave. You know, I honestly don't think their board is dangerous enough right now. Fire King, yeah, it is a really good deck builder. I use it with Lyrilisk and Tri Brigade. It's wild. What was that? Thank you very much. I appreciate you for following. That is super awesome. I honestly I think I don't know what to do here. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do something. I just want to do something. We're going to go ahead and get rid of their Flamberge. I don't want that Flamberge on board right now. There's some cards you could use with this deck to control Raziel. There is a Raziel trap hole. I do know that, and it can help. It can help with that. I think. But I don't know too much more beyond that as far as what I could do to control the Raziel. I typically use things like I use things like Confusion Area and stuff for Fiendsmith, but then they've got their other archetype cards that they go into when I do that. Um, I'm actually quite popular at locals for non-fusion area alone. Now this is a really good time. This is a really good time to go ahead and get rid of that. And I really probably need to consider banishing that monster so they don't use something to get it back from the graveyard once this resolves. Yes, Nagiza, Ami VT. Thank you very much for the subscription there. That is super awesome. I appreciate that. I see you're watching on YouTube. A lot of people watch on YouTube. Twitch doesn't seem to be as popular as YouTube is. So I stream to YouTube. Yeah, Malice is absolutely another story. Malice, it just doesn't ever stop. I can shut Malice down with trap tricks. Like, I'm not exaggerating. I've got this on stream. I will shut Malice down 10 times in one turn. I will shut them off 10 times, 10 interruptions, hit them with every single thing I got, and then at the end of it all, they just keep on going. Just keep on spitting it out. Run through it all again. You know, they've got cards in there that are not once per that they're using. So, oh look, my interruptions were just enough to shut them down. I started with 4 trap cards, and I still won. They surrendered. I'm sorry, Exodia. IDP versus Malice? Yeah, no way. I think the card I'm thinking of is Mischief. I know exactly what Mischief of the Gnomes is. I have it in the TCG. I definitely used that in a couple of my trap decks. Wasn't a consideration though for trap tricks. Trap tricks. This is my trap tricks deck here, and it typically runs really well on its own. This is basically what I believe to be a quite standard trap tricks deck. And for Master Duel, you know, it's going to be a little different than the one that I run in TCG. I've got 2 Maxi here. I run 1 Ash just for a little bit of hand interruption. I do run the Atrax because it does help in some odd situations. It's just another trap tricks body. It's helpful. I've got a couple Mermello, a couple Neff, a couple Dianea, because a lot of these, you know, they keep coming back from the graveyard. I'm not running trap trick in this deck, believe it or not. And I don't run that trap trick most of the time because it gets in the way of my combo lines. I'll draw it out instead of something else whenever, like, once you run trap trick, you can't activate trap cards for the rest of the turn. So I have some issues with that. It could be good for follow up on the opponent's turn as like an extra interaction towards the end of your leash on their turn, if you will. It could be super helpful, but a lot of the times I found that trap trick was getting in my way for the way that I run my combos, which I think is pretty much standard for how most people run theirs as well. But I do see some serious variation in how people play this deck. I'm not running your standard extra deck. I noticed that people run things in the extra deck. Paleo trap trick, I have played against that and it was ruthless. It was really good. Paleo, it did so much. It just kept going. I really thank you for reminding me. I need to write this down. I'm going to forget. Paleo trap trick. I'm gonna go in my notes here. Paleo trap trick. New note. Paleo trap tricks for sure. Thank you for that. Hello, Hamza Muhammad. Nah, not really having like a problem with the sudden drops in my likes or anything like that. With the YouTube, I was streaming a whole lot before. A couple years ago, I wasn't streaming a lot. I was just posting more videos, and I was posting a lot more videos like Call of Duty content and stuff like that, and I was getting into video editing. That was my first brush with YouTube or any kind of like social media content creation platform there. And I did take a short break from it because I had awful internet. A video that was a gigabyte would take me 3 days to upload to YouTube, and if it dropped any time during that process, well, I had to start it over. So I've got much better internet now, and I've got a lot more options as far as being able to stream and produce content. So that's very helpful. My upload speed went from 0.75 kilobits per second upload to over 60 kilobits per second. So that's that's absolutely amazing. Yeah, iPhone mobile data is way better, but where I live in the mountains in Virginia, and there the services, the internet services up here offered were just not really good. I'm actually now on T-Mobile home internet, and there's a tower up the way, so I get great reception. It's the best thing for me. Plus, I'm paying less than I was for Brightspeed. But yeah, for this I do run 3 Pudica, a couple of these Arachnocampa. You know, obviously because that interaction of being able to special a monster out on board on your opponent's turn to trigger your Sarah. Absolutely amazing. I'm running one of the cards I hate the most. Will Charmy Fualos. But you know what? I said if you can't beat them, join them. I'm not going to be the fish in the bucket. I'll be a fish in a bucket with the same gun they've got. If that's how we're going to be playing, that's how we're going to be playing. Let's see. That's what I use. Yeah, a smaller mountain. Arkansas. Wow. You definitely... You out there, dog. You out there for sure. I've actually been to Arkansas before. I went to Arkansas to work when I was doing commercial sign work. And we went to Arkansas, and while we were working there, I think all of our beards were frozen, our mustaches were frozen, the ground was frozen, everything was frozen. It was insane. Raziel with Trap Trick. That's also something I have not considered. Running a couple of the Parallel Exceeds, a couple of Trap Tricks Gardens, you know, general trap, interruption. I am running evenly in here. You got to run those evenlies. I'm running the Phantom Knights. I've considered taking this out, but it has saved my can a couple times where I didn't have any plays. So, then again, yes, I could go from the viewpoint that if I didn't have this in there, I could have gotten a more useful card in its place and then had engine or some kind of starter. It's a double-edged sword. I'm running Gravedigger's Trap Holes, 3 of them, and 3 Holtias. I do not run my non-fusion areas here, and a couple of the other more toxic trap cards, more control type trap cards that I could run. Duo Drive. Okay, so Duo Drive is that's the bridge between Raziel and Trap Trick. I'll have to definitely look into that. There's a lot of really cool things that I want to look into since I've kind of stepped out of since I've stopped frequenting the TCG so much at my locals, and I've stopped keeping track of the TCG as closely. I really need to revisit it and look at some other options in techs for my favorite decks, for some of the new cards that have come out and some of the new techs that have been discovered. I'm really not one to follow deck lists anymore. I used to do that a whole lot when I first got back into the game, and ultimately it really helped me familiarize myself with the game again. But since then, I've definitely started coming up with a lot of my own techs. Hello, Heraldry. Quest Tower. Okay. Sorry, my screen, my chat on my other screen, it's so small. I could barely see your name. Welcome to the stream. I'm going second. I'm playing a trap deck. Let's hope that let's hope this goes well. I hope this goes well. I do have some ability to come back going second. So. Elemental Hero, what you gonna be doing? Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. You know that's why I run that maxi. Better to have it, not need it, than need it and not have it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please, pop off. I beg you. Please. Please, please, please. Go nuts, my man. Make DPE. Do it. I love when people make DPE against me and I'm playing trap tricks. Burst the Matrix, yeah. Oh, you didn't. You loser. You're a loser. You loser. What a loser. Y'all, you didn't want me to stop. That was going to be awesome. Well, guess what? I've got another Max C. Oh, this guy's going to cry. I should just pass my turn and Max C him again. No, because then he'll be able to swing, right? Don't want him swinging into me. Ooh, you're going to do something. You've got this thing here. What does this do? Yeah, we're good. I don't know what to do here. I've got this. Oh yeah, cool. I've got a plan. So I'm going to run Putica. Hopefully he negates or he tries to interrupt. He didn't interrupt. So that's going to be fine. That'll get me my garden. I'm going to go right into Sarah. If he doesn't respond, I'm going to go ahead and activate the effect of garden. Jump right into that. Any response, my friend? No? Okay. So we're going to immediately jump off here into Sarah. Alright, yeah. Now we got our Sarah out here. Any response? I love that I'm just going to have to sit here and at least they're not keeping me waiting. That's really, really nice of them. I don't want to send this to Grave, but I'm going to. So I'm going to set this guy here, and then I'm going to activate the effect of Vesiculo to send that guy to the trash. And any response? There's nothing. So Vesiculo as a... It's got a good attack and defense, so it's not good. It's 1400, but it's whatever. We are going to trigger that Sarah effect. Sarah effect is going to set us a... This is a little different. I need to look a little further into the play. The Holtea is a thing. I need to be able to get that to the field this turn. If I set it, I have no more traps that I can pitch if I hold it in my hand. So, and I could probably set a Holtea with another monster. Do I do have a Mantis here. I can add my Dianea. It's going to be difficult to get her out to the board, though. I think probably my best option at this point in time is to go safe with a bottomless here. I know it does not make any sense at all to do that, but I do have a plan. I'm going to special this Putica back from my graveyard. Hopefully I'll activate it to get rid of their monster. Yeah, now that thing's gone, so I should be able to just straight up normal my Mantis now at this point. Mantis effect to grab another Traptrix monster. Oh, no one caught that Pokemon? Oh, I know I didn't catch that Pokemon, so it's fine. Yeah, they scooped. We got him, boys. We got him, boys. We got him. No shot. No shot. No shot. It didn't look like I was doing much, man, but I was cooking, I promise. Guys, we ranked up. One rank. We'll be out of silver eventually one of these days. You know, it is a long road running Traptrix, though. I will say that much. Definitely a long road running Traptrix. Let's see. All right, you guys, we are going to jump into one Dulelive for just a very, very short break, and we'll be right back with you. We'll probably just run one match of the dominate, detonate the top speed, and choose a weird card selection. I would like to see a little bit of this. Yeah, that would be good. Is it ready to watch? It is ready to watch. All right, you guys enjoy this, and we'll be back with you in just a moment. Thanks for watching. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back and we're gonna get us in another game here. Going back in to start back in ranked. Let's go back to ranked. You guys, that was so boring watching that. Oh no, it was a good game. Fiend Smith was really putting it down. I mean, they were putting it down, man. Hey, everyone who's watching, whether it be live or after the fact, whether this video is posted, later on or now or whatever, definitely check out that code on screen down there on my duelist card and follow me on Master Duel. Send me a request, and we'll be able to play some games on stream one day. We'll be able to get you in here and let you guys showcase some of your favorite decks and some of your favorite tactics and techniques. You can just make an absolute fool of me on stream and it will be okay. I am inviting you to do so now, please. I absolutely love interaction from the community. That's actually, that's one of the main reasons that I'm streaming in a lot of my free time. And doing this, yes, I'm doing it for fun, but interacting with the community is fun. I also run Minecraft servers. We have a good Minecraft community. I run, a kingdom on a mobile game called Orna. I've had a kingdom on there with lots of members of our kingdom for quite some time. So community is really big thing for me. I really like it a lot. We are going to banish my Putica. Now this is weird. We're going to special the Dianea in face up defense. I know, so weird, so weird, so weird. Now, and that was a really dumb play because I don't know what I'm doing. I should have probably protected myself a little better than that, but I have a plan, and it's not a really good plan, but I have a plan. It wouldn't be like super epic if I always did the best thing, right? No, it's Blue Eyes. We're gonna be fine. Now, you guys remember tribute summons are considered normal summons, right?
3.
Yeah, y'all know tribute summons are normal summons, right?
Did do the crazy. Pretty sure we did the cyber.
Guess what?
We did not do the cyber. All we had to do was get it at that time.
Let's do this. Banished. Sarah effect, please. Come on. Let's see, what do we want to special summon today? They got the spell in the trap thing. This is my Dianea. If it's special, I can grab a whole normal trap in my graveyard, which would be a bottomless. I don't know if I need a bottomless right now. I need Dianea for something else later. So, special summoning right now, not going to be that big of a deal. I think this was actually special summoned, if I'm not mistaken. Did they special? They did special that Blue Eye. So, I am going to run Putica in defense here. And I'm going to try to banish that Blue Eyes temporarily to try to cut off their play early. And of course, I will be activating Sarah again, and I'll be setting Holtia with that. Just because I do need some recursion on my next turn. Yeah, they scooped. I would have scooped too. It was a little Blue Eyes deck. I didn't really set up hard, but I'm glad that I didn't have to. I wouldn't have needed anything more than that. Blue Eyes fans, I have got to respect you. I love Blue Eyes, but it can be a very competitively viable deck. It can be competitive, but there's like a corner of the room where it does really well, and if it goes anywhere else in the room, it's gonna get stomped. And that's just how it is with Blue Eyes. They've given it a lot of support recently, in the last couple years, but honestly, Blue Eyes is always going to be Blue Eyes unless they make it completely broken. Like they're going to have to break the game to make it work like it needs to. We're going to go ahead and so here's a couple things that we could do. So we could run Neff. If we normal summon Neff and then I activate Holtia, I can add a Trap Tricks or special one from my deck. But now here's my concern. Am I going to have another trap card to trigger my Sarah off of? To be able to special summon another Trap Tricks monster. I'm getting that out early with Neff. Is it beneficial in any way to do that? I think we're just going to go for it. I think we're going to straight up summon Neff. I hope for no interaction. We're going to set a Holtea, and we're going to activate the Holtea.
So yeah, think anything that is...
And we're going to ditch our cylinder. And ditching the cylinder is perfectly fine. We're going to special that, and we're going to activate Neff because that Holtea is nice. Now, they could break our combo here. This is a choke point. So, yeah, sure, you can imperm this. I wish you would imperm this. It's fine. I wish you would read, though. M1. Please read card effects. Don't do that to yourself. Oh, hold on. It was unaffected by whole traps. So, yeah, you did the right thing. My bad. We're just going to go ahead and jump right on into Sarah here. And we're not going to use that for it. We're actually going to use the trap for it. Oh, you guys, they got me good right there. They got me good right there. Alright. Just had to double check, make sure that my mic was actually on still there. Now I will be activating the effect of Kempa right here. And we'll hit that face up defense position. And we'll activate Sarah's effect. Yes, we will. And let's see, what else are we going to grab down here? I'm not exactly sure what they have. On my turn, I'm going to have a Rafflesia. So I'll have a trap pitch. I've got a Holtea from Grave, but I have no monsters there yet, but I will have monsters there. So I'll have Holtea to activate. I could rock Gravedigger's Trap Hole, and the reason I would probably rock Gravedigger's is I about guarantee they have a card that's going to activate from their hand. We're going to go ahead and jump right on into Rafflesia here, using these two monsters so we can get them under this card and off the field and get us a really good instant trap effect, basically. And at this point, this is where we pass priority and the turn. So you may absolutely do that. That's completely cool. I will actually activate Rafflesia here. And we're going to ditch a good card for that. And we're going to Gravedigger it. We're going to go ahead and Gravedigger Torby. Now, I know sending transaction rollback is the, that actually is the, that's all they needed to do there. But I would like to burn them for an extra 2k if possible. Looks like they might be playing Labyrinth, so this could be a rough game with the setup that I've got right now. Just all depends on their hand. So they've just set 3. Transaction rollback is a thing. They can banish this card from their graveyard, pay half the life points, and target a normal trap in their graveyard except for transaction rollback and put it on the field, or it becomes that's effect. But the only other trap in their grave now is Imperm. So if I can go ahead and Holtea now, they won't have a response really. I need to try to, well, they might have a response. What do they got here? Is it Torby? No, they can run rollback anytime, but it would be really, really, really bad if they did run rollback right now. It would be a waste of their rollback.
Start it again. Do the right one, and then you just stay in the game.
Alright, so we'll go ahead and grab our cylinders. This is absolutely amazing. I hope they make a big monster and try to attack with it. I would love nothing more than for them to try to do something like that. Unfortunately, this is Ash Blossom, and I'm really, really going to need that because they're going to try to add something from their deck to their hand. I'm quite sure of it. And I don't have anything in my graveyard as far as creatures. So I'm thinking probably that Gravedigger's Trap Hole probably should have been a Holtea. And I don't really want to summon my Ash. I can make something using this Ash. I could technically make an Oedipus right now as well, but that's not going to benefit me in any way to do something like that. I'm going to set my cylinders actually, and I'm going to end my turn. Okay, so you want to summon a Labyrinth monster, and I would like to say no. And on trigger of that, there's nothing, unless you do something else. And then I can respond with Rafflesia instead of trap, please. Okay, so a normal trap card was activated. Sarah will be triggering, and Sarah is going to special a monster. What shall we do? You shall run Trap Trick, but oh, it's going to work. Wonderful. What did you banish there, my friend? Welcome, Labyrinth. And you set Welcome Labyrinth where? What is this? If your monster, while this is in your graveyard. Let's see. And that will special one from the deck, which I will say no to.
Just too bad we have a really amazing game.
Honestly, I think Dianea would be really, really good. I think Dianea is probably my best bet here. And then I'll hit Dianea's effect to target the Gravediggers. And you want to special that thing there. Of course, I won't respond to it. However, when you do special that monster, I might have something for you. What is that? We'll do Gravediggers here. And I will activate Sarah, yes, but I don't know if I'm going to get rid of this right now or not. Okay, so that is going to be a big no-no. We're going to no-no that. And we're going to go Chain Hole here. Need to make sure that wasn't a tuner. All right, what will we set on the field? What is here? Do I have a Holtea on board? No, I don't, but I'm getting ready to. Yes, sir. Oh yeah, now we're on it. We're doing something at least. What was that? 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 What did you just do? Transaction rollback? Oh, you're making this thing. Okay. Wonder if there's anything that I could do from that. I was bouncing back. You got rid of the grave diggers there. That was fancy. This is all in the end step. That's alright. That's alright. My Rafflesia is now not working, so she's out of commission. I do wish that would have happened a little differently. I'm gonna go ahead and Holtea right now. And I will not magical cylinders yet, though. I'm gonna hold on to that for just a second. Alright guys, this has been a crazy game so far. Lots of back and forth. Lots of back and forth. Just
There we go, guys.
chain this, chain that, chain this,
done.
chain that.
We finished the Tonto.
So it's definitely.
Let's go down here, get our next weapon.
Alright, let's. Whew. Just keep on rolling with it. Keep on rolling. What? You better. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. You will not. My cylinders will resolve. I will set a card to the field, and we're gonna set. Is Holtea gone to the grave? Holtea hasn't gone to the grave yet. Is there anything from grave that I would like to get? I think a bottomless is definitely gonna be called for here. Oh my goodness, I'm 26 seconds. Yeah, this is really something here, huh? I'm gonna have to let them pop off now, I believe. I don't think there's too many more things that I can do right now. Yeah, we're gonna grave diggers that. I got him down to 3k health. So that's fancy. They're gonna do it again. No. Oh, come on. It didn't. Oh, hold on. I can't be destroyed by battle because of Rafflesia. Oh, that's goofy. That's goofy. That's goofy. Alright, I've got another Gravediggers in my hand here, so I'm not gonna use that card by yet. You can bring your thing back. Yeah, that's perfect. I'm gonna bottomless the lady. And you're gonna imperm and disable the bottomless. Oh, that's pretty good. You ain't got an imperm in your graveyard, do you? You don't have an imperm in your graveyard. I would like if you had an imperm in your graveyard. But it's gonna have to just be fine. Dang it. Now you did activate a card from your hand just now. And you're fine for doing that. You're good. I need to do like just 1,000 burn damage, you guys. Yeah, we'll go Neff. I gotta play quick too. That's gonna special summon something. From where? We get Torby. Their big welcome worked. Turn 5 here. Alright, Neff. Gonna add this thing. Sarah effect. Oh boy, they're popping off from that graveyard like crazy. Ooh. Alright, I just need to make another Rafflesia and get this over with. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna make another Rafflesia and call it a day. We're gonna set a bottomless right here. I don't care. This is still in chain, so oh god, I'm gonna run out of time, you guys. I'm gonna lose from time here. just about ran out of time. That's why I had to just end my turn. I'm gonna camp it here. And that would special something from my deck. That lets you set one. It's fine. Can I not activate that? Okay. Boy.
Alright, y'all. Now we get back to the grind. 10 more of these and we'll be done with this gun. I'm off mic. Took me a damn minute just to get me a gun.
I should have gravediggers right there. I wonder if I still can. No, I can't. Oh my gosh. I screwed myself bad.
It's not good.
Yeah, I screwed myself up bad. I responded to something I couldn't respond to, and I wasn't allowed to, and it messed me up bad. I'm down to 9 seconds on this game too. Well, whether I win or lose, it's got to be my last game, so either way. I don't have any other ways to trigger a gravediggers right now. They can slap me. I won't bot. I won't do nothing, I don't think. Oh gosh, they just beat me because my monster can't be destroyed. Oh, they almost beat me. Thank goodness, I got 600 left. Whew. Dude, this is intense. All right, 68 seconds here. Turn 7 with Labyrinth. I don't have another Rafflesia. I have Adipus. I need to deal 1,000 damage. I don't know. Normal, activate Mermello. Mermello effect. Holtea effect. Holtea effect. Get Dianea. Dianea to here. Mermello effect. Add Holtea from hand. I can't activate Dianea, so that's awful. Sarah effect to set my Gravedigger's trap hole. Gonna set a Holtea. I'm gonna go right here. I'm gonna make a Baguska. I'm gonna go right here, and I'm gonna immediately jump into Colaria, using these 2 Rafflesias. Set a network trap hole. I can't punch over anything. Oh my gosh. Epic. Just epic. Daruma Karma Cannon. Are you kidding me?
Yes, the Karma Cannon.
It flipped my Baguska face down. And it sent my freaking links to the graveyard. Wow. Oh, what a Chad. Oh, that was sacky. Ice Dragon. I lost. He just switched everything to attack. Ah, ha ha! Baguska came face up when he attacked it. And it flipped him back to us. Oh my gosh, that is beautiful. I love you, Baguska. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, it bought me a little bit of time. Not much. What is that Ice Dragon's prison thing again? What is that? Target a special summon to your field, but then banish one if have the same type. Normal summon, special summon a trap tricks monster. And this is special summon, destroy a spell or trap they control. And this one says, Ice Dragon says, target one in their graveyard. And it's going to... Okay. Wait, what is the Crooked Cook? Might have to go Sarah. And then Hotea, of course. Special Adipus back. Oh gosh. Alright. Next turn. Turn 10. Turn 10. I knew when I made that I knew I made a mistake earlier. It could have ended this. What did you just try to summon? I don't have a fiend, so you can negate my plants for the rest of the turn. That's fine. Or banish a plant. Huh? They have the same type as each other. Oh, you have fiends. Oh wow, that's fancy. Oh, you just did something. think you got enough to beat me if you just shift to attack and attack, dude. Yeah, you got it. Oh. Jeez, man. Ever lose anything over a card game? I mean, like, I do. Actually, that's funny you should ask that. At my locals, I still do ante. Back like when we used to do whenever we were younger and the card game was really new and young. We would, you used to offer like the best card in your deck, right? If you lose the game, then you give that card up to the opponent. So I don't quite do that exact same thing anymore. Whether if an opponent beats me in TCG at my locals or something, I will offer a valuable card. $3, $5, $10. I've given away a $35 card. I gave away a Red Eyes Black Dragon, one of the retro pack Red Eyes ultra rares. I usually do something like that. So yeah, I technically do lose things whenever I lose a card game, like IRL and TCG. But that's just of my own choosing. It's my own choice. I really like the opponent to feel like a sense of like. Oh no. I like them to feel like a sense of like victory, like they've actually won something, like something tangible from the game. Yeah. Telling you if you start the TCG again, you. Yeah. Yeah. That's some pretty dangerous territory there, I gotta say. Yeah. Everything is moderation for everything. I'll say everything, moderation for everything. I like to hyperfixate on things and go real hard on everything, and yes, it does actually end up affecting your personal life just a little bit, in some way, shape, or form, whatever situation you're in. But thankfully, Kate, she plays Yu-Gi-Oh. It's a social thing for us mainly, so that's what makes it okay. For the most part, we actually started Yu-Gi-Oh back so we would have more things to do together in a social setting, socialize with people our age, go out and chat. And
all right, there's our next net.
yeah. So it's a little different for me in that regard, but I totally understand that. There's a lot of different variables and things that would play into something like that. Yu-Gi-Oh is really demanding. It's difficult for it to just be like if you really want to do well in it and excel with Yu-Gi-Oh, it's hard to allow it to just be a little tiny hobby. You kind of gotta jump like waist deep into the water. You can't just really dip your toe in if you're gonna be a Yu-Gi-Oh player, if you will.
Well, that tends to happen too.
Yeah, and it really worked for us because we didn't really socialize a ton with a whole lot of people, and I do have a whole lot of friends that I don't get to see frequently, and we have reconnected with a lot of those people since we started playing Yu-Gi-Oh again. So I'm extremely thankful for that. Yu-Gi-Oh it's a really social game. If nothing else, it is competitive and it is very social. So those are the two things I love the most about it. You're naturally decent at the game. Well, if you've been playing for 20 years, then obviously, I expect you to be pretty decent at the game. That's really good though. Props. I'm 25 now, actually. No, I'm not 25. Where the hell am I at? I'm 35. Am I 35 this year, Doctor? Doctor, I think I'm 35 this year. I might be 34. I think I'm 35. I'm either 34 or 35. So, yeah. Anyways, I've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh since I was probably maybe I want to say maybe 13 or 14 at the latest. I started playing it when it first came out. Whenever Yu-Gi-Oh first came to the America, I started playing because obviously it was a huge boom. Pokemon was the big deal for a long time, and then you started seeing like Digimon cards, started seeing some Dragon Ball Z cards and stuff like that. Started seeing Beyblade a little bit, and then Pocket Monsters, I think, or Dungeon Dice Monsters was actually showing up around here. And then all of a sudden, Yu-Gi-Oh was blowing up. They had a TV show. They started releasing cards shortly after that, and I started collecting everything that I possibly could. Played all the games. So yeah, I'm definitely a old school Yu-Gi-Oh OG, if you will. But after you can leave the game for just a few years and come back, and so much had changed. So it was a really large investment to get started back into Yu-Gi-Oh and to learn the new effects, the new monsters, the card effects. I was what they call like just strictly traditional. Dr. Carnegie and I actually we would both play a traditional format, 100 card deck, all kinds of different stuff. It's completely different. I'm sure you completely know exactly what I'm talking about. TCG, Wiz TCG. It's in your name. I would definitely expect you to be good. We'll have to play together sometime.
Okay.
But for now, I do think I've actually got movie night with a couple of my homies here. We're gonna go watch some flicks and hang out for a little bit. So I think we'll be ending the stream here. I do appreciate each and every one of you for stopping in. I really do appreciate it. Whether you're watching the video live, stopped in to say hey in the moment, or you're watching this after we're no longer live and it's just a video on YouTube or Facebook or Twitch, definitely thank you very much for that. I appreciate the support, and we'll definitely be doing some more Yu-Gi-Oh content, trying to make it a more frequent thing. Really been tied up with our Minecraft servers lately. Xcraft is a monster. It's taken a lot of work, but it's going to be a really wonderful experience for everyone who does like to play. For those of you interested in that kind of thing, check out our channel. You'll see some of that content. But we're gonna jump off of here now. Read this comment from Wiz. Not the best, but I'm decent, and when I get a deck, I'm good with it. Yeah. You just kind of play that deck. You just kind of play that deck over and over until you get really good with it. You really want to be good with the deck that you're playing. You could have a great deck and not know how to play it, or you could have a deck that's semi-decent and know how to play it really well and actually dominate the meta. That's a total thing. Play something anti-meta and be very good with it. That's typically the way I like to try to roll. But with all that being said, thank you again, Wiz, TCG. I appreciate the follow, the support, and the chats. It's been really nice chatting with you. It's nice to meet you. I'm X, real name Zach. But we'll catch up with you guys later. I hope you have a wonderful day, and thanks again. I hope you always keep in mind, until next time, happy gaming.